Welcome guys to a brand new video. Today we're going to be looking at Call of Duty World at War weapon reskinning. Today I'm going to show you how to reskin a weapon in World at War. This could be useful for making custom guns, adding textures, anything you want really. You can basically remap any texture in the game with these files in here in this Call of Duty World at War IW files. So we're going to get right into it. So basically you want to locate your Call of Duty World at War folder, then go to main. This will locate all your IW files. These are readable by the IW engine. These contain files such as images, CFG files, and also sound files. So the file you want to open is IW_09. So I've extracted this already, but in this file you'll find an images folder, and you'll find all the IWI files for your guns, and some of the game files, just for general textures like cars and people and things like that. So now what I'm going to do is I've already extracted this, so I'll go up to mine in here. You don't need to extract it, you can just copy a file if you want a bit. But the gun we're actually going to be editing today, so we'll pick one of these from these lists. So you're going to want to pick one that either says weapon or W underscore in front of. Yeah, so I'm going to pick the Walther, which is a pistol in the game. I'm going to copy this to my conversions. I'm going to copy this, not move, because you probably want this if you've already extracted it, and you don't want to get rid of it out of this folder. So you want to keep it into the Walther, and it's .iwi extension. So for this you're actually going to need some conversion tools, and I'll keep going for the resources along the way. So I'm going to drag and drop this onto the IWI to DDS file. This will then spit out an image called Walther_C, and then obviously IWI out. It's a DDS file. So this DDS file is now open in GIMP. GIMP is a free editing software, free imaging software that you could basically edit files with. So it's like Photoshop, but it's just free. So it's open source and everything. It's completely free. Just go down and download it. I'll link all of these links that I'm using down in the description, every single resource I use. You want GIMP and you also want a DDS plugin installed. The DDS plugin will let you actually use the will actually let you edit the weapon files. So I've got GIMP installed. If you haven't set it as the default thing already, what you want to do is you want to choose another app. And you're in this Windows 10 anyway. I know it's there for me, but in you it probably won't be. So you want to look for another app on this PC. I'll go to the way I've installed GIMP, and I'm going to go to the bin folder. I'm just going to open it in GIMP, making sure you have the DDS file installed. If you don't have to do that, I'll also link a download link. I'll also link a tutorial how to do that. But when it says load DDS, you want to make sure it's both these boxes are ticked, especially the load maps box. Press OK. He'll give you the weapon skin for this gun. So this is quite confusing, but general things that you can make out of it. This is the handguard. I've got some glare on my screen, so I have to kind of move. This is the handguard, and if we can just try to locate some other parts, I'm guessing this is the top kind of assembly for it. So yeah, I'm going to focus on customizing the handguard, and probably this. And if we can try locate the barrel, I don't know where it is. But yeah, we'll just try go for the handguard in this top assembly kind of bit here. So basically what you're going to do is you want to use the scissor tool. My scissor tool's up here. Obviously yours will be default, so you want to hold this lasso down and go to scissor select. You want to then go around the kind of, what's the name? You want to go around the outline of your shape, there we go, and you want to try and make the points. So if your points are accurate, you just want to click around. It's a magnetic tool, so it should lock on, but if not, try and drag these points, get it all nice and lined up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, it's one of those things. I'm going to click on it to add another point. I'm just going to move this where it should be. There we go. So now I've got my point. I'm going to press enter, like so. So now GIMP does have a load of pre-installed textures. However, this texture up here I've added myself. There's also another one I've added myself, but I'm going to use probably a just a hope. When doing it, you want to fill by whole selection, so it'll fill the entire kind of handguard. Pick between textures, keep kind of, actually that looks quite cool, so I'm going to go with that. But you can just use the fill bucket, click on it, make sure you put pattern fill down here. otherwise it will just fill it with a your main pattern. And obviously mine's white at the moment. I could pick it to be something like blue or something, but I want to go into pattern fill, and this looks quite fun because I'm going to do it with this. And when it says affected area on the left, you're going to fill by whole selection. So for this, I'm going to customize the top cover. I believe it's the top cover. It's kind of difficult to read. It does kind of look like the M1911 though, so I'm quite confused. But I'm just going to go around this kind of all of it, and just, I know there's multiple parts in there which I shouldn't do actually, so I'm going to Control Z to undo. I'm just going to go parts like around like I know I should do. So I'm going to skip this bit, skip that bit, go up, 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 there. So I've done it. I'm going to press enter. It's obviously giving me the top fill bit. I'm going to choose my, you can also set the opacity of the tool on the left. So if I want to do a slight tone of that, but I don't want to do completely, I can just adjust the opacity on the left, maybe do a slight kind of blue texture. But then also I want some pink, you can also add that on there. But then on top of that, I want some kind of hazard, I can do that as well. I could, there's a variety of things that you could do. You could, turn the pattern up on this and just leave the rest like that. I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, do whatever you want, do whatever you please, and yeah, so make your selection look nice. So for this, what you want to do is you just want to go to exporting, you want to go to file, export as, and you want to find your file here, but you want to make it something different. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply get rid of the IWI out bit, but make sure you keep the DDS extension on the end. So you'll press export. After that, will come up with a window. You want to choose your compression type to be DXT5, make sure it has a BC3 bit in front of it. You want to save the image / selected layer. Mipmaps, you want to generate mipmaps because you load them, and you want to press export. Now go back to your folder. I'll just kind of minimize GIMP because I've got my 4 on. That's quite cool actually. And so you've got your DDS file. Sorry, you've got your DDS file here. This is the one that you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete the rest of the files because otherwise I don't want it get in the way of anything. I'm just going to drag this DDS to IWI. You can actually see the preview on here from the image I just loaded. So that's an indication that it worked. So I'm going to drag that on top of there. It's going to spit out an IWI file. That's the file we need. So now you've got your file, your IWI file. You're going to copy that and you're going to head over to your World at War mods folder. So being here, you want to go to World at War mod or your World at War file, go to mods, and you want to start doing this. So basically, you're going to make a new folder. I'm going to call mine MP underscore and then your mod name. So I've actually got one. Mine's called MP underscore just for mod pack because it's my mod pack obviously. But I want to call it something else. I want to call it custom skins. So in here, you want to click in here, make a new folder called images. Double click on that, and in here you want to paste your gun file. Obviously some weapon images are easier to edit, but yeah, just make sure you're dragging it back onto the DDS to IWI convert. When you finish it, converts back into the IWI file. So when you've dragged it into your images folder, what you want to do is you want to press add to archive. You want to make sure it's in the zip format. You want to now get rid of all of this. Do not put the .zip at the end of the archive name. Make sure you keep it as this. So MP underscore and then whatever your mod name is. Since this is a multiplayer mod, I'm going to go for MP. You can obviously do a single player mod. You put ZM in front of that because it's zombies. But for the archive name, we want to put MP underscore, making sure there's an archive format set as zip. And you want to make sure you can go to MP underscore and then your mod name. So I call mine custom skins. Make sure you put a .IWD. This will make sure the the Infinity Ward engine can actually read it. I think that's what it's called anyway. Make sure the game engine can read it. So you want to press OK, and that will create a file. You can open these in WinRAR, go to images, and here's your file. Of course, now we've done that, we can now press copy, and now you want to find your other World at War folder. So you may not know you actually have one, but if you go to the start menu, or you click Windows R, which is run, and you want to go to app data. %app data %. You'll press enter or OK. It'll take you to roaming. Go back to normal app data. Go back to local. Go to Activision. COD World at War like this. Go to mods, and you can put it in here. So now I'm going to paste this, making sure it's in both folders. and now you can happily start up the game. So now you're in your game, you want to go to mods, and you want to choose your mod name. So I name mine MP_custom skins. Launch it. So for this to work, you actually want to go onto a dev map. So dev map, and then your map name. So you can choose any map. So you want to go dev map, then your map name. So I'm going to do airfield. And this will make it into a modded lobby. So you can actually use cheats on the server. So now if you type in Givel, you should be able to find your weapon. If you want to scroll through them. I did the Walt for sorry. So as you can see, this has worked, and I've actually got the hazard thing on, as long as with the bottom bit. I think the bottom core I think it actually looks quite cool. I think that's quite cool. So as you can see, it's worked, and I've got the nice yellow hazard, and I've got the nice bottom pink for the thing. Obviously, you can do a lot of it. You can do any gun you want actually. So yeah, so I did the Walt for. It doesn't have to be just multiplayer mods. You can also do some single player. So anything with the mod on, you can actually do. But yeah, I think this is a big win actually. I quite like this. It's quite a nice gun. So yeah, it's all worked as you can see, and it's a pretty nice thing to know and thing to have, and yeah. So yeah, if you think you enjoyed this video, then I recommend subscribing, looking for more videos like this. If you did like this video, you should definitely subscribe, like, and share with your friends as well. Because if you've got friends who like it, then why not? And I think this worked really well actually. This worked a lot better than I expected. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next video. Yeah.